guys, Commander Black Star Lord at your service, and welcome back to Let's Play Red Dead 2 Online. So, we're doing our daily missions. I'll get this force under control a bit, and we're hunting after flowers. So there's not much really in the daily missions to do. That there's only about a couple I want to do maybe in this one. There should be a flower over here. Where is it? I know it's on one of these trees somewhere here. Okay. Should be around here somewhere, one of these trees. No, I wasn't that far away, was it? Oops, that's not what, that's not a flower. That's a dead croc. Don't like crocodiles too much. Or dead alligator. We're gonna find this flower. It's around here somewhere. I'll have a look at the mini map. Look at this. Where is it around here? Okay, gotta find it. It's around. I swear it was one in this one. It's on one of these trees around here. Just gotta look at the map. Where would it be? Let's go full screen here. Let's have a look. See. It's there on the edge. Okay, so it's more on the edge there. So it's more on the edge. I think over here somewhere. Oh, come on. Why would you let me? Oh. So it's on the edge somewhere. What the heck? Okay. So it's around here. I know they always put them in a weird spot. How's it going, Demas? What are you up to? Why? You're kidding me. Somebody swore at you because you were wearing a mask. I mean, I wore a mask the other day when I had to go shopping, so I wore gloves and a mask, and the family gave me this look and they avoided me, and I said, well, yeah, the reason why I'm wearing this mask is because of people like you. Because they... Oh, I just said it roughly like that because they were out. Okay, the whole family was outside. They weren't shopping. They were just walking. You know what I mean? And if you don't need to go outside, as you said before, you don't go outside. But I know what you mean. So why did you swear at you for though? That's strange. I'm really disappointed in that. It's safety. Why can't people realise this? You know. Anyway, so how would you take besides being sworn at? Oh, no, sorry. Ah. Now where is this? Okay. Then near the road. About there, I'd say. Actually, I'm about there. They want to know everything, don't they? We don't have to worry about it. We can go back to third person now. Yeah, actually I wore a mask up the street with gloves on, not because I have the virus, it's because I don't want to get the virus. And as soon as people realise this, that they shouldn't be going out, and no matter where you are in the world, don't go out unless you actually have to go out. Oh, let's go from the street for a coffee or a walk. Does not constitute essential business. Oh, that's not good. We've done all that, but that's okay. People are dumb. Okay, so let's go back. Okay, so we're going to find our next thing. We've done all that now. Okay, let's get out of here, go into here. Pretty much, I'm not going to worry about that, nor I'm going to worry about it's 5 non-player enemies. I can't be bothered doing that. And can't be bothered doing that. Can't be bothered. Can't be bothered. That's it. That's the daily one done. Bounties completed within 4 minutes. No, I can't be bothered doing that. Bounty targets hog-tailed. I can't be bothered. That oh, okay. Donated that to deliver. Okay, yep, cool. Maybe do that. Antique bottles. So let's go back. Try to find my can. If it's available. Oh, there it is. We'll go do that first. And then we'll go for another deadly animal and we'll give that to it as well. But actually have a look around if there's any other antique bottles. We've got to find 3 antique bottles, 3 coins, and 2 metal detector. So now the next step is to ignore that current map, pop open this map, knowing where we roughly are. Everything's pretty much around here. So we're currently around here somewhere. We're going this way. Is there any? There's a coin there, but I don't want to really go into the swamp and get that. There's an antique bottle there. So we want to go get the bottle. We'll go get that and let's have a look. Where am I at the map? I'm looking where that is and where I've got to go. So we'll go there. Yeah, but some people really gotta, yeah, you gotta say some people because they really don't understand. But that's okay, I don't mind. Hey, it took a lot for me to understand, I mean that. I stopped making videos and that. By you pointing out quite clearly to me, gee, is it essential? No, it's not essential. I really appreciate you doing that for me. Thank you. Players here. I've got to go to the camp and donate this corpse to this skin to there, but we want to get this bottle. And then we'll go find that coin up there. Oh god, I don't want to come across that. That was a snake. We'll go get this thing and then we'll go to camp. I don't want to lose skin. I have to admit, game mechanics, this game is beautiful. But people do have to pay attention to what you have there. Like, you don't need to go for a walk up the street. If you can walk around your own house or walk in your own block of land or walk upstairs and downstairs if you're lucky to have a 2-story house, then there's no need for you to leave your house or your property. If you can walk around, oh, what's that there? What is that there? It's a snake. scared the snake away. Scared my horsey snake. No, it's gone away now. Alright. You don't have to, you know what I mean? It's common sense, really, that I think that it comes down to. You fell over of a heart attack, did you? Where is this one here? Oh, it's over there. We'll go get that first and then we'll skin that. Okay, so that's 1 of 3. Can we take that? It's over here. I'll take that too. Food is food. Skin this thing. Then we'll go back to our camp. But people do not understand, or I don't know what it is with people these days. They've got to really think about it and realize, hold on, it's not, this thing can kill young people as well. But they don't listen, they don't care. But that's okay. Maybe one day they might listen. When they're on the deathbed or something like that. I don't know. Go back to the... Oh, bugger. Missed my opportunity against the pig, I think. Yeah, can't see it. Oh, come on. I'll go get the pea. I'll go. Oh, come on. Okay, we'll go get that first. Then we'll go get the piggy. If you can't run and slaughter this animal, but no. It's a bush turkey. Come on, run, run, run. Run as fast as you can. Sorry. I hope that piggy's still there. There it is there. Oh, come on, let me get the gun. I should be pointing. Oh, come. This is really annoying because you get the gun in your hand and you're not using it. I'm gonna go get this piggy now. Come on, take your time. Beautiful looking animal too. You okay there? Decent animal this size. Yeah, I guess it's medium size for the pig. Like a small one. Kind of surprised for the animal. Okay, let's go back to go back to the Gibbs, donate all this stuff. Hopefully we can spawn in some more crocodiles or something like that. Would be nice. Yeah, get on the horse again. Just get up. Yeah. Yeah. That does not look pleasant. Does it? So look, first person. Yeah. Oh, be quiet, cat.
Supplies are running down fast. Beautiful. Okay then, no comment.
We've got 11 we can do, but I'm not going to worry about that just yet. I might do that. I'll start with one deadly predator donut. I've got to do one more. So amongst here, there should be another one. Should be a deadly one. There's normally crocodiles around here. Oh, there's one over there. Alligators, I should say, not crocodiles. Oh no. Bugger, that should have killed all. Now I get over there. Now I'm getting bitten. Come here, horse. I've got to put some stuff on you. Is that another one? Oh, that's skin. I don't know. Come here. We've got some corpses for you. Oh, no. No. Pick it up, you twat. I dropped it. I'm going to get this corpse first and then we'll go check that other one out because I want to test the theory out. Ah, we killed that one earlier, did we? Yeah, that was the ball. I want to test if I want actually 2 of these. Oi! Come back here, horse. There's dead corpses everywhere here, so please. Just relax. Oh, there's birds all over there, so let's go shoot some of those, shall we? If we get some. Vultures. Come on. No, not that one. Silly duffer. You can drop that over there. Now we can skin it. Dopey twat. There's nothing around here anywhere we're going to get. So let's go back to camp and drop this off. And then we shall go hunt down the bottle and coins. So we've done everything we want to do here. Stop. I don't know why I just want to put the gun away. I don't know why I just didn't. Come on, I probably have done a quick
Anything's better than nothing.
So that should be Gibbs done. Yes, 2 deadly carcasses, all 2 Gibbs. So next, we've got that bottle, so we mark that off on the map. Now there's a coin. Okay, where have we got a coin over there? Do I need anything? Oh, it's on it. It's on the backstage of the mansion. We can use that tool. Let's go here first, and then we'll go everywhere else. Da 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 da. We're just going to go hunting after goodies. Yeah, we get some more animals, we'll kill them as well. But I wanted to test the theory because you can sell two at one hit. Let's go for it. Bush turkeys. So tempted to, but yeah. Don't need food because I've got plenty of food. I spent I think half an hour or so today just at least cooking. Kind of annoying, really. Over there we go. Oh, that's a card, not a coin. Ah, bugger. That is not what I was after. That was the wrong one. I marked them dull. Oh, clumsy idiot. Okay, so that's useless to me. So let's go find what we need to find. We'll mark that off anyway. So let's go looking around here. Okay, so we've got one bottle of alcohol. Where's a coin? There's a coin there. Okay, so we're going to have to go for a runner, aren't we? There's nothing of interest there we want. Okay, we'll go get this coin of alcohol coin there too, so we can get those two taken care of. Okay, so that's where we want to go to. Okay. So where is that on the map? Oh, come on. This damn thing. So if we're looking at Van Hoon, it's between Van Hoon and what's the name? And it's okay, over here, is it? Oh, it's near my thing. There's also a ring down there, but I can't be bothered getting that. And that's at the base of a tree. That's it. Simple. It's about there. So let's go. Yeah, I'm on a horse. We got on a horse. We got some riding to do, boy. Let's change the outfit, shall we? Look at what? Oh, that's one we're wearing at the moment. Ah, okay, so it's not that one. That's... That's not it. That's it. What's that one? That's close enough to try and run. So I'm pretty much going to ignore everything else bar what I need to hunt down. Actually, hold on. I'm going to shrink that map down too. No, don't move. Ah, the interactive map is annoying. Wants to move, and you don't want it to move. It's kind of rude. And we'll go back to first person. Let's talk and shoot down those birds. Oh, this is not. Oh, this is not good on first person. Scary. Because you're thinking, oh, I might go off the. Oh, another bridge. You can't use the mouse to steer your mount. In third person, you use the mouse to steer your mount. And it's a much gentler steer. don't think I should have gone this way, first person. Oh well. Just up this pathway. Oh, beautiful scene. So what I want to try to... So what are you up to? No. I've got to do Red Dead first. I'm just doing the basic quest. And then I want to do after that. You in tanks or... As soon as I get these silly things done, I might join. If you're still playing, I might join you. Different thing, is it? Fair enough. How? You just basically jump in, do the mission, go to the next mission, rinse and repeat. Fair enough. Okay, I know what you mean. Yeah, I looked at, been looking at Skyrim, but yeah, it's too big. I don't know, but it's just way too much to you got to spend time wise to play it. I'm just in really two minds about it. What's that? Yeah, true. I kind of play games to enjoy it, not waste time. Okay. Fair enough. Same as like the ancient Romans. Now we need our metal detector. But it's true though. She's true though. Like I could have gone outside today, but just didn't bother. I was like, oh. Yeah, I know. I've got plants with a plant, so I'll move some of that. It's only on our property though. I'm not going to go any further than our property. Not unless I actually have to go out there. Where is this? Like at the base of a tree. Great, there could be any tree along here. Doesn't say what tree. I think this one. It's a bit noisy here. Oh no. So we want to probably go down a bit further down here, I think. Yeah, thought so. What was that tree? It's been laggy for like the last couple of days, hasn't it? We'll mark that one off. Now we want to go find our next destination. Go get a bowl here and then get that coin there. Oh yeah? Like you're not trying to do damage. So we're looking at that angle, that curve coming down to here and over. Oh god no. Lag is terrible. We'll get that one, then we'll go up here. That's inside a tree. Yeah, I don't like lag. Welcome to Australia. The Great Australian Interweb. Let's have a look, see what we can eat. We've got 16 of those we can eat. I don't know, and I've still got heaps more to cook up too. Let's go back to viewing the game, shall we? Look at that. Wow. It's just... Okay, take the gun out. And that's just... Look at that. Just carrying the gun alone. It's beautiful. It does look good how the gold, how it's designed and all that. That leaf won't know what hit it. I'll put it away, don't need it. I might have to take off, I don't know if I'll take off, do another build here. It's around this. No, I don't think nothing here anyway. But it is beautiful though. That's why I like playing some games, but I'm not quite sure about the Elder Scrolls though. See, at least in the Elder Scrolls, if you pay even subscription them each month, you get an infinite bag of holding. Literally, it's a the one person said, yeah, they should have done it for everybody, but not just people who pay the subscription. Because they reckon, the crafting stuff gets way too much, and you get hundreds of them, and you eventually run out of room, they say, and then of course you got to pay gold to do it. And I'm just thinking, do I really want to spend the time and effort into playing a game like that? If I did, do I want to stream it, or do I want to, I don't mind, occasionally I might jump into just World of Tanks just for fun, just have one or two games and just see how it goes and have a bit of fun. That's not, I don't think about doing missions and stuff like that. I just want to just enjoy the game, you know what I mean? This is one of the reasons why I play this. I do a couple of small things that I like to do, and I'm trying to do certain things in the game, but I don't care about the player versus player side of it. Sorry. Oh, because I'm raw. Is that better? No, the horse is not moving. Sorry. That's because the horse is moving. No. The microphone I'm using is the Blue Yeti. That's right in front of me. No. The speaker is actually in behind the Blue Yeti, and I've got it one directional facing my voice. But I'm surprised you're actually picking that up. Huh. Interesting. That is interesting. I can hear it, but I can't. Ah, I think it's over here, is it? Yep, you gotta look where the trees are. Okay, so that bottle's done. We'll clear that off the table. And we want to go there next to the coins up here. And we'll get this one. No, I haven't played Star System for a bit. I finished off the Voyager season, and then Actually, I'm not quite sure if I really... Did they did that on purpose just to get rid of the thing, otherwise or just stretch for too long? Voyager. Ah. Fair enough. A couple of times I've had to, they did struggle. They did, but yeah. But then I got rid of Felix though. Neelix, sorry. He was good. He was what made that Spartan part good. I like the the text generation, I didn't mind some of their stuff, but yeah, Battlestar Galactica, both versions actually were good. But what's that? Okay. I didn't mind the first version. Ah, yeah. It's like Voyager. It's really nice. Not Voyager. Deep Space Nine made the same time Voyager, I think it was, wasn't it? That explains the graphics and all that. They're not as good quality. Like I do. Yeah. Yeah. Like I did like, yeah. Like I did like Voyager, and I really liked the game itself. It's not the Voyager. Damn it! I'm trying to think of other things. I like Deep Space Nine. I'm not getting back into that again. But yeah, big massive. Yeah, big massive space pedals. I think they need that to get the people entertained, and also part of the storyline. Trying to protect the wormhole. Okay. Yeah, like I think similar to what's it called? Damn it, trying to remember. Like Babylon 5. That was pretty much based around this Babylon station, which is fantastic. Wow. I really like Babylon 5. Yeah, I see your point. So what are we looking at here? I'm talking it, but what am I looking for? How am I trying to find my aim to? I think Black 7 was good. Yeah, like I love the. I think I preferred the original Red Dwarf. The second one. Yeah. The second. Oh, okay. The humor on it. Yeah, that's true. I'm probably one of the least politically incorrect people on this planet. Yeah. I'm too honest for my own good. But I don't mind. I'm not gonna. I've got my morals. I stick to them, and that's good enough for me. I try not to hurt people with my words, and I try to be nice to everybody. Even people who piss me off, I'll just sit there with a smile upon my face and say, "You have a nice day." I might do it in a slightly sarcastic voice occasionally, but I'll still say to them, "Have a nice day." Because I found being nice to people who really don't like you, there's more satisfaction in that because they don't know how to handle it. But I've got nothing against anybody. Now, we'll go up to this bottle, and then there's a coin about there. That's pretty nice. Okay, I'll shrink that map down. I think I want to see people chatting, if there's anybody chatting. But that's how I look at life. Be nice to everybody. There's no point being an arsehole to people. But you can do it in a slight way. You can do it in a nice way. You can be sarcastic but polite in a very nice way. And yeah, as I said before, I'll tell people there's a family of 3 up the street walking around. They're not paying attention to what they should be doing. The holiday makers, you can tell they weren't locals. And they saw somebody wearing a mask and gloves, which was me, because I don't want to get this virus, because I live with my mum, who is 83 years old. I'm 52, and she's 83. So I've got to look after her, make sure her health is more important to me than some other families or emotions. And how I looked at it is it's like, well, you're not... Yeah, I know what you're I feel sometimes like that. Nope, they need... Yeah. Like, if you don't need to leave your place, okay, this is the only thing I'm going to... Oh, wow. Talk about batteries. Smart. Yeah, and somebody sees a bit. Oh wow, $700 for a battery. Wow. Oh wow. That's wow, expensive. Wow. I can understand why you want to padlock it. You don't really want to lift the battery off every 5 seconds when you're going somewhere, you know what I mean? Yeah. Okay. So when do you think that's going to happen again? You got plenty of time then to sort it out and take your time and make it perfect. Actually, if I give you that much time, it's going to make, yeah, it's going to be like a deluxe trailer. It's impressive. talking about trailer shit. Friend takes to events. Smart. Very smart. When I used to do markets and that, I had it down pat eventually. I even went to markets like where I could actually have, I could sleep in there and stuff like that, and had a trailer quite comfortably set up. But they died in the butt and I ended up selling everything. I still made a profit, everything was pure profit. So it didn't bother me about how much I sold to somebody at the end of it. If I sold it for 1 cent, it's 100% profit. If I sold it for $100, 100% profit. Ah, yeah, that's true. That part, but when it came down to item, well, no, but everything at the end of it, right? Once I covered, say, fuel, cost of living, like fuel, food, and the market cost, everything is pure profit because everything I owned outright eventually. So, like, I bought a half a pallet load of rivets, right, for $350. I sold ended up selling about a quarter of those almost, or just over a quarter, I think it was, for over $3,000, and I still had over half of it still, roughly, yeah, I think about half of it left. And I still had heaps and heaps of rivets. I had thousands of rivets. And I go, oh gee, what do I do with all of these? And then, of course, my mate came up with another idea and I'm selling them another way, boxing them up. And then after boxing them all up, we sold quite a lot more. And then 2014 hit, and 2004 hit, and the market just collapsed here in Australia. People did not buy. The Montana market collapsed because they built a hospital there. That killed that market, and then the small markets around locally died. I had to go further afield. Sorry, I was letting you know. But anyway, sorry, just I got a bad habit doing that. Sorry. But it's true, the market's died and that. Anyway, go back to these people. We're hunting after a can of alcohol here, so we're going to find it in here. Inside the building in the cabinet. Right, hang on, probably this one over here. But what I'm trying to say is these people were just walking around. They weren't shopping. They were not doing what essentially you're supposed to be doing. Let's be honest with you. If people don't really start paying attention, this is the reason why the virus spreads. This is the reason why the reason why people spread the virus, because people are not taking this serious enough, right? If you're up the street, it should be one family member only going up the street, do the shopping. I didn't like the sound of that. Sound like explosion. No, something else over there. Anyway, one person up the street only going shopping. If you don't need to go shopping, then you don't go out. The coin's over here. So we'll go down here and we'll go to that point there. But that's how I look at it, as behind the signs. I could go get the card as well. Oh, don't do that to me. Why are you doing this to me? You're being a pain. Trying to hover over it and then hopefully do that, but doesn't matter. Anyway, but that's how people should be acting, not... I can't be bothered getting the card for it. Don't get off the horse. Yeah, but I didn't mind doing it, but yeah. Everything comes to an end eventually. if I ever go over there, I want to go on a steam train. Or steam engine, I should say. Oh, I know. Is that why they've been sort of like trying to say, well, we shouldn't. There's what's what I can't pronounce that bloody word now. Shy about shutting down the airplanes and that. They want to keep them flying. I can't pronounce the word I was trying to say. Okay, well, we'll see what we're having. We've got of these now. I think we've got 3 or 2. Do we have 3? Please let's have 3. Got experience points for it. Come on. No, come on. I don't want to review the things. We can sell them later. Yeah, we got 3 coins. Good. Now, do we have to find anything else? We're not going to worry about any of that stuff. Let's be honest with you. And we've done that. Perfect carcasses, done it. Got a perfect carcasses. Oh, we've done 3 antique bottles. We've done that too. So we've done everything. I'm kind of impressed. I'm happy with that now. Oh, what the heck? Did somebody just... No. I'm an alien. Oh my god. Somebody has just put... At least you can get 2 weapons. Now, look... where's my horse? Somebody just made me into an alien. An alien spacecraft. Can't fly, that was kind of disappointing. Why did people... If you look down here, yes, we're an alien spacecraft on a horse. I don't think it's going to be pointless doing anything else now. Mission-wise, that is. We're a flying alien on a horse. You can see the alien outfit. Well, I don't think they've fixed up the hackers, have they? Oh my god, that's terrible. Let's go to Blackwater. I think other people are probably going to can this thing as well. There's probably nothing in Blackwater we want, but we're an alien. So, yeah, Red Dead. Yeah, you got a lot to fix up, yeah. A 3D alien spacecraft being transformed into. Oh, you shouldn't be running away. We should be able to beam you up. At least they haven't affected the rest of the game. Like shooting, I don't know, but this is terrible. So I might just... we'll go to Blackwater if we can. That's just so bright, it's not funny. Oh my god, that's bright. I mean, why do people have to do this for? I mean, how did they get away with it in the first place? And you can tell somebody's hacked. Actually, would there be players be notified by the players on here? Players. Are they on this server? It could be somebody who's a particular player on here. That could be one of these hackers. Well, there's 19 players on this server. And if any of those could be the hackers, yeah, we'll find out. Because I think... so Red Dead has to be fixed up. An alien, right. I've done everything I want to do anyway in this game tonight, and maybe it might be fixed up tomorrow. I was thinking about doing some other stuff, but why bother now? Because some people just spoil it for you by doing this. Really, I like to get those perfect carcasses, but I'm not going to stress about it because people are idiots. if they want to do that, they're not going to get my attention from it. Now you can eat the apple from the alien hand, the spacecraft hand. But I'm just going to, it ruins the game, being honest with you, people doing this stuff like this. It ruins it for everybody else, and they don't get a good reputation. They don't get anything good from anybody really, because it's just a sad, they're just sad people. Right, I'll say something now because I can, and the reason why I'm saying something now, because you should say something, because these people are sad. They might have skill in hacking and stuff like that, but nothing else. That's just really, really not on. Okay, so whoever done this, you're an idiot. Okay? Absolute idiot. Let's have a look at the player list one more time. So the people here can see who the particular players are on, and the admins can, there's other people going off now. Oh, are they still on? No, everybody's gone off. Other players are going off because of this wanker. There's no point, there were 19 players before. And yeah, I'm disappointed with people who do this, really am. So you get a thumbs down from me, you get no respect from me whatsoever in any way, shape or form. Yeah, as I said before, people who do not need to go out, please don't go out. If you don't need to shop, don't shop. That's as simple as that. If you don't need to go outside, physically go outside. You can do exercises around your own block of land, you can do exercise in your own house. You don't need to go outside to do exercises onto the beach or onto the ocean. You don't need that. You don't need to go fishing. That's not essential. Getting on a boat and travel, coming here and getting your boat in the water and all that, ski surfing and doing all that while you jet skis, they're not essential things. Right? You should be staying where you are, what particular, your main home address. If you can't stay there, then you have to stay at your holiday house. If you can't stay there, then yeah, well, then something else is wrong with you there. If you can't stay in either one of them, yeah, but you must stay either at one of your addresses. I think that's actually affecting that. Actually, hold on. Let me have a look at something here, because that's gone red, and it's actually affected that. Let's have a look. You are currently. Oh wow. See, now this hackies have actually affected this. If I go back into the game, I'm trying to figure out how to do it in the game as well. Actually, hold on. Go back into the game. Push that. And there, you can see that there. Too quickly changed. The hackers causing that. Because they're putting more strain, putting this crappy thing in there. Interesting. Anyway, my name's Commander Black Star Lord, actual service, signing off. Thank you again for watching my videos, and all comments are welcome. You all have a great day, and I honestly, before I do go, I honestly cannot express this enough. People, stay home. Right? Either you've got, if you're lucky enough to have a holiday house, then stay there. Right? And do not leave there. Only leave there when you need to either go to work, if you're lucky to have a job, or go shopping. Nothing else is important. Nothing else is nothing else is more important than those two things. Right? Do you want to risk your life, your kids, your family, your wife, your husband, your grandparents, or whatever, or even, do you want to risk their lives because of your own stupidity by not listening? Like, this is a beautiful lake. This is where I took the photo from, the lake shots. And I'd like to go for a walk along there. I'd like to go for a drive and walk there, but I'm not going to do that because it's not essential. Well, first of all, it's not essential. Second of all, I'm not going to take the risk of getting a disease, getting this virus from somebody else who decides to walk along there too, and then giving it to other people. One person can affect up to 70,000 people. 70,000 from one person. Now, we could knock the experts, the professional experts in Australia have said we could knock this virus in the butt. We might as well have a look at something I want to show you here while we're here. Knock this virus in the butt within 6 weeks. And all it takes is people to do what? Stay at home. No leave. Okay, so look Australia. We've got 18 deaths, 4,200 cases. That went up today. It was 16 to, I think, yesterday or the day before. But then you look at other countries around the world. Now China. People go, oh yeah, China's stopping the thing and China's stopping the spread and all that. Yeah, they are, by closing their whole entire country down. Even people who live in China, who have a Chinese passport and are permanent residents of China, cannot get back into China. This is what I'm dumbfounded about, people allowing other people back into their countries. China has basically said, no more, no, their borders are closed, their airports are closed, no one gets back in. Okay? They're starting, you see that curve there, they're starting to flatten, and eventually it'll be eradicated. Now, this is another thing people don't understand, right? The virus is here, yes, okay, we want to flatten the curve. Okay, you say hypothetically 20,000 people may get this virus. Now, they say we flatten it, same 20,000 people potentially could get this virus, but over a longer period of time, and eventually the curve will be flattened and start to go down. Now, eventually, that curve will eventually run out of people to infect, because the curve will flatten and start to go down, and the virus will be eventually eradicated by people staying at home and not getting the virus. So eventually, that 20,000 people will either be cured, dead, or still waiting to be cured. Okay, if you look at the stats here, okay, 4,245 people in Australia officially have it. 18 dead, 244 have been classified as well. So we take that 244, so it's about 3,900 odd people who've still got the virus. We either wait for those 3,000 people now to show no symptoms and heal, like the other 244, or the 18 that died. That's it, simple as that. Make sure those people don't contaminate anybody else. And now there is cases probably still out there, and they'll probably still reappear because people are not doing basic hygiene, people are not doing safe distances, people are still taking their boats on holiday and so forth and doing all those things. This is why you see a lot of spikes in a lot of other countries as well, because people are not paying attention. They seriously need to sit down and look at everything and say, okay, I don't need to go out to shop. I don't need to go for a walk on the beach to go for a walk. I can walk on my own property. I can exercise my own property. I am not going to have that chance of spreading that disease to anybody else. Okay? That is how you've got to look at this. You've got to change your way. We can eradicate this disease within 6 weeks. But it takes all Australians, everybody in this country, including the foreign people here as well on visas and that, to abide by the rules. Don't want to see it, not like people spitting at police officers. Okay, you could potentially kill somebody by doing that. You might be young and, I've got the coronavirus, and then you're doing something stupid and the police try to move you on or try to arrest you, but you spit in their face, so you give that police officer the coronavirus. Now, that police officer has to then go into quarantine for 2 weeks. Now, if they happen to have sick children or a sick wife or a family member, whole family, and they don't realise that they've cleaned themselves, I think, they haven't got the virus, but they do. They go home, they could potentially kill somebody with that, by being that, or you could even kill that officer by spitting at him. Now, I would wonder if that ever happened, would somebody sue you for doing so? because technically that would be classified as attempted murder or murder. I don't really want to talk about this subject, but it's people have to really understand that's not right to spit at people. It's not right to abuse the police officers just trying to do their job in this difficult time, even without doing their job. I've personally, in my entire life, right, and I've dealt with a lot of police officers my entire life, I've never come across a bad cop. And I've done some stupid things, and I've been to some rough places, but I've never come across a bad cop. Every single one I've been polite to, even though I've fucked up and I've majorly screwed up and things, but every single one I've been polite to, and they've shown me the politeness and courtesy back. Alright, I know other people have probably been, but maybe it's their attitude. You've got to seriously think about, is it your attitude that's causing the police officers to have a go at you? Right? Is it the way you carry yourself? Do you treat them properly, right? How do you approach them? Body language, everything else plays a part in that. Eye contact plays a part in that. Tone of voice plays a part in that. But for our emergency workers, people who are at the supermarkets, don't abuse them. Right? They're trying to do a job. People stocking shelves, let them stock the shelves. Don't abuse them. People, truck drivers, same as them. All these people are key to do these things. We need to look after everybody in this thing, and everybody has to play their part. Everybody has to join together, but stay separated, of course. Everybody has to do their part so they can get this virus knocked in the head, and we can have it so we can have less than 100 people, or I don't want to see 20 people die from this virus. Okay, out of the 4,000 people left, roughly, let's say 4,000, I don't want to see a single one of them die. I don't want to see any more deaths in the world. I want to see this thing either found a cure or found a vaccine for it, and we get rid of it out of our shores and off the planet. But probably won't ever go off the planet, but because there's countries around the world will keep samples of this virus. Some will keep it to study to make cures for other potential things. Some people will keep it to study to make more diseases, so people will suffer more from it now and in the future. People will use it as bioweapons in the future. That's a potential chance of what's happening. But if you look at that map, look how many countries have been affected. Because China did not notify the world fast enough. China didn't close its borders down fast enough. If China notified the world fast enough, and the World Health Organization worked with China, closed the borders down, and did aggressive tracking of this virus, and the world closed their borders down and did massive tracking of viruses, I would say there wouldn't be so many people dead, and there wouldn't be so many people affected. I said from day one, when this virus had first we found out in the public eye, I said from day one, I said to many people all around the world, and I said on Facebook as well, that this virus will spread around the world, and this is the result of this virus will happen if we do not close down all airports, all borders around every single country, and put in mandatory quarantine and testing. I hate to say it, may all the people who have died from this terrible thing rest in peace, and may the families find peace as well, but I was right. Now it's pretty much really late. Now that all the governments are talking about is trying to stop the curve of the virus, right? Trying to keep it so people can, recover, so we don't put too much strain on our health systems and stuff like that. Because if people don't listen to the health systems, we could end up in situations where the health system is completely broken down. There's chaos on the streets because people are just losing their minds. and they've had to call the army in to help restore chaos. Because people bulk buy, which is stupid, or panic bulk buy, that's a stupid thing. People buying to hoard and then selling at a higher markup, they're the scum of the earth as far as I'm concerned. People, and once we get to that stage, if we ever get to that stage, it's like every man for himself. But then of course she's dealing with the virus as well. So all these people rushing around and raiding the supermarkets and chaos is happening, but they're also transmitting the virus. If they sit down and stop for a minute and think about this on a pure logical format, no emotions. Right? Emotions in this situation have to be thrown out the window. Same as your religious beliefs as well. They won't fucking save you in this way, save you at all. It's quite simple. Look at it logically and look at the facts. The facts are staying. If you stay at home, you're less likely to get the virus if you went for your general walk every single day. Okay? Don't panic buy. So there's plenty of food. So people aren't going to come into your area from other areas to get your food because their food's run out because of a few people. So therefore the spread of the virus is not going to go as far as a lot of people would expect. They would only stay in those quarantined areas. We must close our borders as before, quarantine people, right, and heavy tracing. Trace every single contact with people and quarantine them as well. Right, everybody has to pay the part. There's no point. Like, I stopped making my videos going out to the lake and to the ocean, right, because I don't want to encourage other people to do the same thing. I don't want to encourage people to come here. I want them to stay where they live, right, and only shop in their local area. So them coming here, I've got family in Melbourne, I love them all, I love them, right, but I don't want them to come in here, because if they leave the house, they've got to first of all leave the house, maybe get food, so there's a chance of them getting the virus that way. Then they've got to go get fuel, so that's two chances they're going to get the virus. Let's say if they have to stop, say 2 or 3 times to come here, there's another 3 chances of them getting the virus. So 5 potential chances of them either, if they had the virus, they could be spreading it to those 5 different places, or picking it up from those 5 different places to get a 300k journey. Now, if you can see that, and one person who gets the virus can spread up to 70,000 people, you see that, you do the maths. Why are you brain dead by going on holidays? Why are you brain dead not staying where you are? If you're lucky enough to have a holiday house and you don't have the virus, and you can leave your area safely and live here, then yeah, or live in your holiday house, so be it, 'cause you are paying rates. But if you're going backwards and forwards from your main resident to your holiday house and you're not working, right, this is another thing I want to very point out, you're not working. Let's say you spend a weekend at your holiday house, then you go back to your main house in Melbourne and do rinse and repeat. That is foolishness, that is stupidity, that is putting your life at risk and other people's lives at risk, because you're not doing, that's not essential travel. Coming from your holiday house to your main house and back again is not essential travel. Getting food is essential travel. If you're lucky to have to work outside, and you have to go to work, that's essential travel. Right? Medicines can be now sent to you. And if you have to go up the street to get medicines, that's essential travel. What don't you understand about this, people? Everybody in the world should understand these basic, simple, logical things. But I still see people walking around the streets. I still see families walking around the streets thinking there's nothing wrong. Okay? These people are the ones that potentially are carriers, the ones that can spread the disease, and the ones that pick it up and so forth like that. Like, there's only been 1 death in New Zealand as far as I know. Let's have a look if there's any more. So far, there's only 1 death. And there's 589 cases with 67 recovered. Now, that's not bad. They closed the border down before that 1 death was reported. They closed the whole of New Zealand down and put everybody under lockdown in New Zealand. Yes, okay, you can fit New Zealand into probably New South Wales 3 or 4 times. But that's beside the point. They done something that we should have done many, many moons ago. And that if people don't start listening now, the government will have to do now. There's people who have died at young ages, not just the old people that are dying from this. Doctors in Indonesia, a 45-year-old doctor in Indonesia has died from this virus. They don't have the appropriate gear to protect themselves, but they still have to fight this virus in their country. We are lucky, we are blessed, but we have to, and I mean have to, right, seriously think about and look at the way we live at this moment in time, and we must do the right thing. For your kids' safety, for your safety, for your parents' safety, for your friends' safety, for your relatives' safety, for the whole of Australia. And the ones who don't do the right thing, who start spitting at people, start spitting on food if they have the virus, or spitting at police officers, or spitting at older people, to me, I think there should be mandatory 10-year sentence for them. If they're Australian citizens, they get 10 years in jail, then they get released, regardless if they had the virus or not, because what they're doing is potentially murder. If they're a foreigner, throw them in jail for 10 years. After 10 years of being them in jail, send them back to their own country. That's what I would do if I was in charge. Okay, and I would literally have this place under lockdown and curfew so fast it wouldn't be funny. So I'd want to stop this spread of disease. I'd want to stop that curve. I want to put brakes on that curve so it doesn't go any further than it is. And I would want to get every single person that's been in contact with an affected person in quarantine and literally stop Australia if I had to do it, to basically make this disease completely wiped off Australian shores. Will not open up Australia till every single country in the world has done the same thing. I'd manufacture goods in Australia then and send them overseas. But people will not be able to come into Australia till the disease is wiped off from every single shore in the world. Right? I would send doctors and nurses maybe overseas, but they'd have to be they'd have to understand that they would have to be under strict rules about going overseas once we're cured here in Australia. And I'd set up special places for those people to come back. Right, there'll be a couple of places in Australia where they'd only land, and everybody on that plane would be under quarantine for a month. That's how you've got to do it, right? If you wipe it off from your shores. And we need to wipe it from our shores. We need to be, as Australians, work together and stay at home. Watch Netflix. Watch TV. Don't go out unless you actually have to go out. I know I shouldn't have. Yeah, but this has been said over and over again, from politicians to doctors, from normal people like myself. But why aren't you people listening? Right? But the Queensland should never have gone ahead with the voting they did. If I was Queensland, I would have paused that voting and sent out I would have sent out postal votes only. That's what they should do for the next one. Any state or territory that has to vote, right, should have it mandatory voting only. Everybody's got a address where they send the mail to. So you go get your mail. Oh, cool, got to vote. Fill out your thing. Chuck it in the envelope. Send it back to them. Okay? Even if you had the virus is very unlikely for that virus to be staying in an envelope by the time it gets to a counter. Right? So that would basically shouldn't it? But then it might take longer to read the votes and all that, but who cares? Safety comes first and foremost now. Your leisure activities, you have to stop. You have to stop these things of going out, getting your cafe lattes, having meals at your restaurants and your pizzas and all that. God, I love my pizza, but I know I'm not going to be able to get one for a long time, so I'll be patient and I'll have to live without. I love my coffee, I'd like to support the local coffee place up here. But unless I'm going specifically to go do shopping, right, I'm not going to go get a coffee. Because I could get the disease, pass it on to them, or somebody else could get the disease, pass it on to them, and then of course most of the lock sport could be taken out. And people don't travel. We don't have the resources here in Gippsland to look after thousands of people if they get sick. So if you live in Melbourne or wherever you live, even in Sale, stay there, stay at your main house. There's no need for you to come here, right? Unless you're going to basically move everything you have from there and stay here and don't go back there again until this virus is gone. No need for you to come here or to travel. Okay, I've got to do. I'd like to go see a gentleman to get some Italian sausages, homemade Italian sausages. But he lives too far away. It's Hayfield, and I can't drive there. I'm not going to drive there and risk potentially getting disease or giving it to somebody else, right? To satisfy my own selfishness. That's what you're looking at. People trying to satisfy their own selfishness. By you coming here, it's only being selfish. Alright? If you have to work and you have to travel back and forth, that's fine. But if you own two houses, stay in one, don't leave it. I saw that woman on TV, oh, I've got a holiday house here, I should be able to come here in time because I pay rates. You're talking about a virus that kills people. The reason why people ask to stay at home is because the potential chance of that virus being spread is less. You travelling from your main house to your holiday house is potential chance of spreading that virus. Is it essential travel? The answer is no. The only things that essential travel at the moment is buying food or working. I said my piece. I'm hoping people are praying that people, I'm not bringing religion in this, but I'm bringing my own form of thing. I'm hoping that people will pay heed, and the people who've died, my heart goes out to you. And after this, the world needs to seriously sit down together. The health organisations in the world sit down together and talk about this very, very carefully and very strictly, especially to China, the one where it started from. Okay? Any outbreaks now or after this thing in the future, regardless of where they appear in the world, should, regardless of what country it is it a communist country, dictatorship, socialist country, or any other countries in the world that are, what do you call it, like democracy, should be warned immediately of the rest of the world. I've said my piece on this one. I'm just frustrated about people. I've got friends around the world that I care about deeply, and I don't want to see them get this. So anyway, we need to seriously think about the way we travel, the way we do things, and the way we live in the future. I've said my piece. I don't know what I'm going to do in the rest of the night. Probably might watch a bit of Deep Space Nine again. But stay home, stay safe. Only go out when you need to get food or work, and that's it. If you have to go out for exercise, but you can't do it on your own block of land, be very careful. Right? More careful than normally. But if you can do exercise on your own block of land or your own house, do it there. You're not potentially harming yourself, harming your loved ones, if you had the virus, or going outside or getting the virus. Excuse me. I don't want to talk about this anymore, but anyway, thank you again for watching. It's sad, but I'm hoping we can all get through this. If we don't, as experts have said in Australia, that if we don't start pulling our heads in, that figure of 4,000 will reach over 100,000. Now, people really have to sit down and look at this. There's going to be 2 million people unemployed. in Australia. Sweden's got more cases than we do. A smaller country, of course. And yeah, you got to look at the population, the country size, and all those you can pay into. You can't compare one country to another. Like Egypt has same amount of, almost same, or more cases and less deaths, more recovered. Oh, sorry, Israel. Sorry, no, Egypt, Israel. But you can't compare those to Australia because you look at the size of the land mass, the way that each country deals with this problem. And they have to find a uniform way to dealing with places like South Korea. I believe South Korea, if you look at that size of their country, how many people, how many million, they've got more millions than us, right? In South Korea. They have 162 deaths, 9,661 have been affected, and 5,228 have been recovered. Now that's damn good odds, right? And the size of the people that live there. But anyway, I'm going to shoot up because I've babbled on enough about this. You all take it easy and have a great day. My name is Commander Black Star Lord at your service, signing off. Thank you again for watching my videos, and to all comments are welcome.